I'm probably going to record the entire thing for now. So hello and welcome to the stream, or the stream recording, whatever you want to call it. There are two decks that have been a very prominent thing for the current meta. We're going to start off with the first deck, which is level 2. I'm also going to change some settings because those are the settings I use when I play normally. Okay, we're going to get sounds. Okay, we're going to do the following. I'm going to go to YouTube. You're able to see my YouTube page right now. What do I have on my page? Interesting. White bats, audio, no copyright, music, or copyright free. Let's go for this one. What? I'm going to do this. I hope it's not too loud. And we are going to have as background music 2 hours synthwave mix LA Sunset royalty free copyright safe music. Then we're going to close off the music on this one. Okay, we are ready. We have Perform H Trick Clown on my opponent's side. This is an AI. We are playing a special version of Splights. We are going to start off by using Evil Hero Infernal Prodigy. If this were a normal Splight deck, this is the correct choice. Solemn warninging the first thing that you summon. However, this Splight deck has a lot of ways to go around this. I'm not that dependent on my first summon, which is nice. It's very nice. We're going to use Spright Blue, and we're going to chain Splight Stardust to get ourselves a Splight Jet as a chain block, basically. We are going to get Splight Red, and with Splight Jet we are going to get Splight Stardust, Splight Smashes. Okay, Splight Stardust is the one which is a searcher basically, and Splight Smashes is banishing. Let's go for Gigantic Splight. Let's go for Swap Frog. Swap Frog. Swap and Frog. He's swapping into a let's go for Ronin Toad. We can now do two things. We can either go for Splight Elf and then use Swap Frog that way, or we can do the following. We are using Swap Frog to bring back Swap Frog to our hand. Because we did not normal summon just yet, we are able to activate Swap Frog this way, and we do not have to use our Splight Elf on this specific Swap Frog. Which means we can go for Toadally Awesome without any problems. And we now have a Toadally Awesome. Nice. We can also go for Splight Elf, of course. We can go for number 45 Crumble Logos because it has the highest attack. Onibimaru. Which one do we want to go for? I think we are going to go for... it's a hard decision. For now we are not going to go for anything, to be honest. We are just going to attack, yeah. I thought about it, but it's fine. This is not a hasty game. We are going to attack, we are going to just attack. Then afterwards, we are going to... I think we shouldn't have just attacked. Whatever, we are going to go for Splight Elf. And we are going to bring back this one because it has the highest attack. Splight Jet, it doesn't actually matter because we want to use the Splight Blue on our turn. We are also going to set the Splight Smashes and the Forbidden Droplet. This is right now 5 interactions. And it's going to get more at some point, but for now we're going to get this Swap Frog. Use the Swap Frog, bring out another Ronin Toad to our graveyard. Port of Extravagance. Do I want to take that? That's a good question. Sure. We are going to use Toadally Awesome on this Port of Extravagance, and we are going to set it to all fields. And we are not going to use the Toadally Awesome. I wanted to use it, but I accidentally misclicked, which is why I am normally using the mouse. I accidentally used the touchpad because right now I'm eating, and it's easier to... who cares? We don't have to explain that. We're going to go for Splight Red, and this is it for my opponent. Why is this? Who cares? We just activated a Port of Desires, drew 2 more cards, And somehow my mouse is way too sensitive because I did not double click. Interesting. I don't know what's going on there, but we are just going to reposition everything, and there's a fly in my room. Perfect. And this is the end. Decklist. Okay. I'm still eating, by the way. And I'm going to drink a sip of water while you can look into this decklist. So, what makes this deck interesting? First of all, the Splights. I'm using 3 Jets, 3 Blues, 1 Carrot, 1 Red, 1 Pixies. Sometimes I'm playing 2 Carrots, 2 Reds, but for now it's going to be 1 Carrot, 1 Red. Who cares? 3 Swarfrog, 2 Tearalaments Marrow, 3, sometimes I'm playing 2, sometimes I'm playing 3. 3 Nimble Angler, 3 Nimble Beaver, 3 Infernal Prodigies, 2 Ronin Toadin, 1 Ghost Bell, this one Paw of Desires, I don't like playing 2 of them, Dark Ruin No More 2 of, I'm playing 3 Forbidden Droplets, 1 Port of Avarice, 1 Upset Goblin, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Port of Prosperity, which I don't know if I'm keeping it in here. It's on and off on my side. I like having it sometimes, and sometimes I don't like having it. Splight Smashes, Contract with Dawn 1000, 3 times Impermanence, 1 of Tearalaments Shatakaris, I think, 1 Sky Thunder Zeus, 1 Downed Magician, 1 number 45 Crumble Locust because of its attack and because it can target cards to negate their effects. On my turn, of course, but still. And that's quite nice. 2 Totally Awesome because it is free in the TCG. I'm basically playing what this deck could be looking like in the TCG. Only beat Maru Soul Sweeper, which can banish monsters, which is nice. At least for 1 turn, basically. And 2 Gigantic Splights. 1 number 65 Djinn Buster. 1 Herald of Pure Light, which is quite nice with some combos with Nimble Angler. 1 Ninja number 2 Ninja Shadow Mosquito. 2 Splight Elves. Earlier iterations of this deck had Astral Kuribo in this deck, because this could become a level 2 and then make some rank 2s with some nice protection, but I eventually just went off of that one. It's not that good. And then there's this side deck. I'm just playing some cards that might come up. This is not actually a side deck that I'm going to keep. Contact Sea is interesting against Tearalaments. What are they going to make with this on their field? Not really that many options, to be honest, because it's an insect earth. It's quite hard to use in a fusion way. So, Contact Sea. Dimension Shifter. I thought about playing this in the main deck. It's actually not that hard on Splights, so this might be useful to have. Hero Kit, because it's really strong in the Splight deck. The reason I'm not playing it in the main is because it's an Earth Warrior and it doesn't really combo with anything else in the main deck. That was my stomach. I'm hungry. Roll Lockbird, because it's really strong. I don't have to explain Roll Lockbird. Tearalaments Lulucaris. This one I should actually put out of the deck. Borderland Dragon, because Dimensional Barrier is really hard to deal with, and if I need to have something to go into, for example a Borderland, to have a chance of having any kind of board without my Xyz, because my Xyz do take a lot of space. Dimensional Barrier. I can put in some other Tearalaments cards. Tearalaments. Where is it? This one, Kaleido Heart. And I'm also going to put out of a deck those 3 Hero Kits 4. And now it's going to be interesting. 1 Reinoheart. 1 Seiren. And Tearalaments Brief I can't put in because it's a beta. That would be hard to play in the future. What is it called? What is the field spell called? Spell Tearalaments field spell. This one. I'm going to put this at 3 into the side deck. And we're going to get rid of one-dimensional barrier because I don't think I'm going to be playing. I'm just going to say 1 for now. It's a hunch. And Drawn and Lockbird isn't that useful in this meta because it's not that effective against Splights. It's a little effective, yes, but it's also not at all effective against Tearalaments in my opinion, because they are using the graveyard. One card that I thought about putting in is Soul Drain, I think. A activator, monsters that are banished as well as monsters in the graveyard cannot activate their effects. Quite useful, but I don't know. I think Contact Sea is more useful in that regard, to be a counter against Tearalaments and Despia. That's the deck. And let's try another battle, this time with another deck. The other deck, which is really strong, Tearalaments. If you're wondering why my commentary is a lot of that's because I'm eating right now. And I don't really have much to say while I'm eating. And I'm hungry. Saren. Whatever this card is called, I can't pronounce it. Or can I? Chatocris? I don't know. We're going to use Chatocris. We are going to grab... Did I use Reinoheart already? I think I did not. So I could go for this one. Send one Tearalaments card. Do I have one? Yeah, we're going to go for Reinoheart. Send to graveyard. Activate Reinoheart. Special summon Reinoheart. Pitch Tearalaments Melanos. Reinoheart activate. We are going to go for Havnis. Activate Havnis. We're going to grab ourselves a Kaleidoheart, I think. Kaleidoheart. 1, 2, 3. We have this. I did not use most of the cards. Yeah, I'm the best Tearalaments player. I'm not that good with Tearalaments. I should have said that before I played the deck, but still. This is Despia Tearalaments. I sometimes am able to do some stuff, but this one I wasn't apparently. Let's go for Reinoheart. Special summon. Oh, first of all, activate Kaleidoheart. Let's go for Alternative Dragon. And I don't know why the Reinoheart didn't activate, but whatever. Oh, because I didn't have a Tearalaments card in my hand. Well, I will get this card back because it was milled because of one of my cards. I think... I don't know which one. Yeah, I did not actually want to summon that one. Again, this was a double click because of my mouse. I don't know why this happens today. Well, I lost this one. Let's try this again. I'm not that bad of a Tearalaments player, to be honest. So we're going to try this again. This time with the touchpad keyboard. With the laptop touchpad. This one. Okay. Mistake. Skill drain. Unpossessed. I can't use the effect of Ruined Realm Parallel. I can use Branded Fusion. I mean, sure. Let's go for... Do they have any other effect? Not really, so I'm going to go for Albion. Using Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's a one-off, I think. Together with... We're going to look into the deck list later. I'm not going to use the Albion effect. I could go for Polymerization. I could go for Dark World Dealings. I'm going to go for Dark World Dealings. I got a Minerva. I'm going to use the Minerva effect, and there's a fly in my house. Not my house. There's a fly here, which is annoying. We are going to go for... We are still going to go for this Ruined Realm Parallel because it's going to give our cards an attack boost. Fusion monsters and Tearalaments monsters I control gain an attack boost. Nice. So we could still use this polymerization to get some cards, but I don't really want to. I could have gotten this one. No, not this one. I'm talking about Treasure Plant, Dragostapelia. No. Let's just go for attacking, and we're going to go for this attack, and we are going to end our turn. Against those 3 cards, I can't really do too much. We are also going to use polymerization. Yeah, sure. We are going to use polymerization in order to go for either Lubellion or Chatteros. I could go for Chatteros, but it's not worth it. So let's go for Lubellion by using the 2 monsters in my hand. And now we have 3 monsters, 2 of them being 3000 attack. It's alright. Nothing too special. Yeah, main phase 2. Hello? And end phase. Okay. Yeah, this is the extra deck I'm using. You will see everything in detail soon enough. But for now, this is it. Let's attack. It's the Link Reboot. Oh, it does work because it is tributing itself for cost, and then the effect resolves basically in graveyard, I think. Alright. We're going to go for an Aluba, sure. And with Solemn, nice, and that finishes it off. Nothing too special. Again, I'm not the best player with Tearalaments, I'm more so Splight guy. But I think Tearalaments are quite a lot my deck. They are my kind of deck. This is the deck I'm using currently. It uses 3 Tearlaments Havnis. 2 Reinoheart, I'm sometimes considering putting this to 3, but I think 2 is better. 3 Havnis. 2 Minerva Lightsworn Maiden. 3 King of the Swarm. 3 Tearalaments Marrow. 1 Despian Tragedy. 2 Polymerization. 3 Branded Fusion. 1 Pot of Avarice, 1 Upset Goblin, 1 Hand Card Destruction, 3 Dark World Dealings, which is a very weird decision, Charge of the Light Brigade, Branded in High Spirits, 1 off, Branded Opening, 3 off, Super Polymerization, 1 off, Branded in Red, 1 off, 3 Ruined Realm Parallel Reino. I will never learn that card's name. Tearalaments Meta Noise, because it has a nice in-graveyard it has an alright in-graveyard effect, and it also Book of Moons, one of my opponent's cards. 3 Tearalaments Salic, and this one can target one effect monster my opponent controls, negate its effects, and its graveyard effect is searching Tearalaments from deck to and adding them to hand, which is nice. So this is the current deck. Extra deck Starving Venom Predator Power Fusion Dragon. This can negate by tributing 1 card I control, and it can also special summon a dark monster in my graveyard when it's destroyed. No, wait, once per turn. When it's sent from graveyard to the graveyard, finished by an opponent's card. Okay, it's alright. It comes up. Kaleido card also comes up. It is basically, I'm always going into Kaleido Heart from Chatteros. Then there's Iceblade, Mirror Jade the Iceblade Dragon. It's a Despia card, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon for Super Polymerization. Nothing too interesting. Predator Plant, Dragostapelia, Lubellion, Albion, Time Thief Redoer because of the Dimensional Barrier argument. Number 41, Beguska, the Terribly Tired Tap here. Same thing. Borderland, Underworld, Goddess of the Closed World, Access Code Toka. I did think about putting in Draclubian. And number, I think 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon. And I think number 100, Numeron Dragon. Where is it? This one, number 100, Numeron Dragon. As level A, rank 8s, because I can pretty consistently go into rank 8s. And then I could theoretically use those rank 8s for rank 8 level. I can go into level 8s pretty easily. I could use those level 8s to make rank 8s to go for Exist Plates. place. However, this needs to have fusion monsters on the field, because I don't really have too many level 8s in my main deck, which means Dimensional Barrier is really annoying against this, so it doesn't actually come up that often. But I did consider putting it in. This is the main deck. I'm only putting in the Minerva's 2-off because I want to have a Charge of the Light Brigade effect. That's all there is to it. And yeah, this deck can go for a lot of things. I think it can feasibly put up 3 interactions. That's a pretty easy thing to do. And it's really hard to beat, in my opinion, until you know that there's Underworld of Goddess of the Closed World. He's playing Imperial Order, which is quite annoying. Charge of the Light Brigade, I think this is for cost. It is for cost, nice. Problem is, I do not have anything I can do in this position, which means I'm just going to end my turn. I did not mill anything good. I should maybe go down to 1 polymerization, to be honest. Maybe I should get rid of the polymerization, I don't actually use it that much. This build had some Alastair the Invoker in it, it had some Shadow cards in it, it had a lot of things in it. But yeah, it did not work, which is why I'm trying this version of the build, which does not have any of those in it. Yeah, this Floodgate was quite annoying. I do have quite a lot of spells in this deck, because it is a fusion deck. I could get rid of the Dark World dealings, to be honest. You know what, I'm going to try changing this up a little bit. Getting rid of the Dark World dealings, then putting in Forbidden Droplets. I don't know why I didn't put it into this deck. Then we're going to think about this. Branded in red, okay. Branded opening, I'm going to have at 2, to be honest. Charge of the Light Brigade, I'm going to keep at 3 because it stands for cost. Forbidden Droplet also stands for cost, and I'm not sure if... yeah, I think it does. Branded in High Spirits, 1-off is fine. Branded opening, maybe I should go down to 1 branded opening, but it's fine for now. This is the deck list, I'm going to keep it for now. Maybe... okay, you know what? I'm thinking about getting rid of those 2 cards, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon and Blue Eyes White Dragon. But for now they are going to be kept. And I should have maybe waited with this Havnis so that I could summon it on my opponent's turn to send the top 3 cards of my deck to the graveyard, but I guess I didn't, so my fault. This is sent to the graveyard and this should trigger. It did not trigger. I still don't get why. I still don't get why this doesn't trigger. Maybe this is a little bugged. This might be. This might be a little bugged. I don't know. Yeah, we are going to set 1 card and we're going to end our turn. Since he has Imperial Order, I can't really do much. I can use Branded Opening, but it doesn't work, so... yep, and now I need to draw something good. Despian Tragedy might be good enough to warrant me waiting a little bit. He's at 2400, he can feasibly only put it up. Leave his Imperial Order on the field for 3 more turns, so it's not going to take too long. Let's go for Fallen of Albaz, which is a nice draw. And we are going to... yeah, this is Fallen of Albaz. I'm going to discard Dark World Dealings, and he's going to go for Altergeist Protocol. I can't really do anything against that. Negated and destroyed. I still can't activate Branded Opening, because it's a spell card. And that's it. Next turn, Altergeist Silquitous. That's fine, I can't activate it anyways. And this is the last turn that he can keep his Imperial Order on the field. I have 2 Branded Openings. This is my turn, this is not looking good. But hey, this is only a test tool, basically. I can use the Despian Tragedy. Sure, I'm going to use it on Branded Fusion. That's fine. He used one of his cards, I think Altergeist Protocol, on this. That's fine. I'm going to end my turn with this. We are going to wait again. And this is the end phase. This is a very bad timing. I should have put those 2 Branded Openings down. But well, it already happened. Can he now make something that can finish this off? And a... yeah, well... I don't think I can come back from this. Ah, Tearaments Reinoheart is a good try. We're going to go for it. Does this work? Nope. Another Reinoheart activation. I don't know why this doesn't work. It did destroy that card, so it should normally activate my Reinoheart's effect. Wait a second, I don't have any Tearalaments cards in my hand. Well, let's try this again. This is the current deck list. I still don't know how to change it in the best way. Maybe I should go down on Tearalaments cards. I don't actually need that many. I don't know. We are going to continue. And this time we're going to go second, which is also interesting. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Once I use Despian Fusion, I can summon this from my hand, which is nice. Inspector Border, however, is really... yeah, it's really bad for me. He's going to go for Dark Bribe, which is completely fine by me. Ritual Fusion Synchro. Okay, so... unless the... is less than the number of monster card types on the field. Okay. I had to read this card's effect for a few seconds. And I think the correct choice is just setting one card face down and ending my turn. He's going to go for Scapegoat, which is giving him 4 more cards. Yeah. I can go for flipping up this Tearalaments Salic. It won't actually work this time because I put this in face down. And I can't actually use... yep. Well, currently on the field. Okay, this should work. Okay, I'm going to go for Despian Fusion. Now I can finally make some plays. We are going to go for Albion, I think. We're going to use Blue Eyes White Dragon. We're going to use Fallen of Albaz. Special summon this guy. We're going to use its effect. It's going to be negated. We now have some margin for play. We can go for Aluba. Let's go for Aluba. Aluba activate. Go for Branded Opening. Branded Opening activate. Let's go for getting rid of Siren or Marrow. I think I'm going to go for Marrow. Getting myself a Despian Tragedy, special summoning it. And I still don't know why I can't activate my Siren or Marrow. I did use it. It's sent to the graveyard by card effect. I don't know why this doesn't work. I do not know. No idea. Effect previously activated that turn is less than... I really don't get it. Whatever, we are going to go for Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. I don't get Inspector Border. I still have not got it until today. I can activate Despian Tragedy. I am going to start off by going for Tearalaments Siren and Tearalaments Salic, using both of them to negate Inspector Border, and Albion I don't care about, Borrelot Dragon. And now we have cards that we can... again, they didn't activate, I don't get it. Maybe because... I forget it. I'm now going to focus on how to beat this. Why can I... oh, because I used this... okay, I'm going to go for Branded Fusion by the effect of Despian Tragedy. Next, I'm going to special summon by using this Branded Fusion nothing, because of Solemn Judgment. Next, let's attack into this Albion the Shrouded... no, we're going to attack into Inspector Border. Crackdown. Perfect. That is a very nice way of beating me down. Branded in red, however, is going to help me when I set this onto the field. It's a quick play spell card. Battle phase, I'm going to use Branded in red. I'm going to use Fallen of Albaz for this. It doesn't actually... okay. From your hand or field. Okay, yeah, well, this didn't quite work out how I thought it would. Still, I am going to normal summon this Fallen of Albaz. I'm going to discard this Ruin Realm, or whatever it's called. And I'm now going to use some cards. I could go for Mirror Jade by using... will exceed all link monsters. Okay, I'm going to go for Mirror Jade by using Fallen of Albaz and Borrelot Dragon. Number 1. Number 2, I'm going to attack into this Inspector Border, and now it's finally gone. Now I can use Mirror Jade Ice Blade Dragon to theoretically banish my Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Are its effects negated? Yes, so I am not going to do that. I want to keep the Mirror Jade effect for something a little more threatening. We have another branded fusion. Oh, that's nice. We're going to go for Lubellion. We're going to use Tearalaments Siren and Fawn of Albaz. Sure. Next, let's use Saren's effect. We're going to go for Predator Plant, Dragos Tapalia. And we're going to use Albion in our graveyard. We now got ourselves a Dragos Tapalia. We're going to attack. This is a deck that's really strong. I completely get why this is one of the strongest decks and people are hyping it up a lot. It's so consistent when you know how to play it, but it's also hard to play, but it's also easy to do stuff with it. Even if I don't know anything, if I don't try, I am able to oftentimes build up a high combo just by playing this deck. And that's a positive and a negative sign. I think this deck has a high skill ceiling, but a low skill, what is it called? Skill roof? No, skill bottom? I don't know what I want to say. Still, we have an interesting hand, so let's try this again. We have a Siren in hand, which we are going to use. He's going to use Psy-Framelord Omega. I have a branded opening, I have Havanthus. I'm going to use Havanthus. He's going to Solemn Strike this. And this means I can special summon the Siren because it already activated. I can pitch Fallen of Albaz, use Havanthus. We are going to go for, we could go for Lubellion, we could go for Kaleidoheart, Chetros. And we're going to go for Chetros. We're going to use this and Siren. Okay. Number one, let's use Tearalaments Chetros. We're going to pitch Marrow, I think. Use Marrow. We are going to go for either Kaleidoheart or Chetros, Searing Dragon, Dragos Tapalia. I think the correct choice is going to be... The correct choice is going to be Kaleidoheart. Wait a second. Yeah, Kaleidoheart. It's correct. And we now have a Kaleidoheart, which I'm going to use to put back his set card. I am also going to... Now I'm going to wait with this. I'm going to also activate Ruined Realm Pallareno. I still can't pronounce it. Let's go for... I already used Havanthus. I already used Siren, I think. I used Marrow. Do I have anything else? I can go for Reinoheart. Sure, why not? I'm going to use Branded Opening. Use this. Get myself a Despian Tragedy. Add that card to my hand. And this didn't work. I thought I could use Reinoheart's effect. It has to be a Tearalaments card. Okay, well, I'm still learning. I am still learning. We still have a Kaleidoheart in hand. We have a Branded in red. I'm going to use Branded Opening in the graveyard to protect my Kaleidoheart. This is a very strong deck. I'm going to keep saying that much. I know that this deck is really strong. So we have enough to do some damage. Let's attack. Let's attack. And that's it, I think. Yep. 1400 life points remaining. Scrap Recycler. I still think that this deck is weaker than Splight. At least when I'm playing the deck, it is weaker than Splight. If it is actually weaker than Splight, I don't know. It's hard to say. This deck also is something that's really hard to judge in my opinion, because it has so much utility, you never know what is going to happen. Let's go for this one. Sure. Let's attack into this. Okay, this didn't work how I wanted it to work, whatever. How about we try going against some opponents? We are going to try that. What? And we have our opponent set up. You can still see the name of my opponent, but I do like the idea of having Biro as my opponent more, which is why I'm always going to have that on. And we are going to go second, maybe? Yeah, okay, we are going to go second. 1 second. Okay, he's going to set 3 cards. One deck that I saw, which is really frightening to me, is Paleozoic and Splights. I really hate that deck, and I don't know how to beat it, to be honest. That's not quite true. Whatever, we're going to find it out once we get there. Crossing that bridge once we get there. Let's start with a Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion is such an easy activate, it's too easy to activate. It's too easy to always wanting that to activate. Rivalry of Warlords. I guess that's fine. I know what he's trying to do. I can only control one type of monster, so it's going to be a dragon type. Elixirs of Scarlet Sanguine, okay. Okay. I have this Reinoheart, I have this Salic, okay. I still have some combos I can do. This is a warrior. Do I have any warrior type fusion monsters? Hello? Did it break? Did it bug? I'm going to change the animation speed really quick. I'm going to do this really quick. This is not good. It doesn't work. Yep, it crashed. Or did it? I think it did. Well, sometimes that happens on this side. I know there's Edo Pro, but I think this side is just so much easier to play with, which is why I'm doing this. Oh, we are playing against Albaz. Hello! So, now let's try this again. We have Forbidden Droplet, we have Siren, we have Lesbian Fusion, we have Branded Fusion, we have Branded Opening, we have Tearalaments Meta Noise. This one targets a Tearalaments monster in the graveyard and adds it to hand. Okay. And we also have Ruined Realm Parallel Rain. Let's start off by going for this Ruined Realm. Next, let's activate Ruined Realm to search a Reinoheart, I think. Of course, only if my opponent allows that. Prologue of a Destruction Swordsman, and there's a fly here, which is really annoying me. This is annoying. I guess it's going to resolve. I don't really have anything I can say against that. This hand isn't looking too... I have Forbidden Droplet, so it's fine, I guess. It's Busted Dragon. Okay, we are going to get ourselves Reinoheart. Anything else he wants to activate? He has the time right now. Okay, we are going to go for... Okay, this is interesting. I'm going to start off by going for Branded Fusion. He can chain something to that, which is annoying. Now the question is, how am I going to continue this? Dimensional Barrier, declaring Fusion. This is what I thought would happen. Now the question is, how am I going to do this? Branded Opening. Let's go for this at least. I'm going to special summon a Despia monster from my deck. And I'm also going to... Oh, he's going to... I think this was Prologue of a Destruction Swordsman. It cannot be destroyed by valor card effects, so that's fine. I am going to... I already discarded. No, I did not. I could continue by going for Forbidden Droplet. I hate this fly. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to use Branded Opening by discarding Reinoheart. Next, let's add a copy of Albaz, the Jester of Despian Tragedy to my hand. Next, this is going to resolve, negating the effect of my Despian Fusion. I will special summon this copy of Reinoheart, discard this copy of Meta Noise, activate the effect of Reinoheart to at least get some present for some later, get some Tearalaments for some later plays. Also, my Meta Noise didn't trigger because it has to be in graveyard. I forgot again. I thought this was Tearalaments Savic or something, whatever it's called. I'm still going to pitch a Marrow for later, and I am going to special summon Siren. I'm going to special summon this card, and I'm going to get rid of my Despian Tragedy, which I'm going to use its effect of the effect of it in order to draw a card. I didn't because of Ash Blossom, and I can't Exile summon for some reason because of a Despian Fusion, right. even though it did not resolve. And I can't use Feed Albion Shrouded Dragon. Perfect. Okay, then I guess I'm going to set one card and end my turn. Also, apparently they... Okay, well... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this is going to be a hard one. He had Dimensional Barrier, which is really bad for me. Buster Blader, which means he can prevent me from special summoning from the extra deck, I think, if this works. Once he has this Destruction Sword on his Buster Dragon, this is going to be really dangerous. Oh, this is not looking good. You can target one, equip it with one. This is going to be dangerous. He's setting one more card. It's going to be really annoying. You can target, special summon it. I'm going to negate that all day. All day. Siren, negate. Is the Dimensional Barrier still active? For the rest of this turn. Interesting. But I wasn't able to go for Chatterus. Interesting. I don't know why this didn't work. Anyways, I still have a Reinoheart. He has Rockets. He has Buster Bladers. This is going to be a hard fight from now on. He has the Destruction Blade, Destruction Whelp, it's a dark monster. I have the Albion, I have the Despian Tragedy. Let's start off by going for the Despian Tragedy, bringing back Branded Fusion. Okay, is this a once per turn? It is a hard once per turn on each one. Okay, let's go for Branded Fusion, and I'm going to use a Fallen of Albaz, which is not in my hand. Dimensional Barrier again! Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I can't summon anything except fusions for now, so I'm going to use the Albion in my graveyard to special summon it from to the field. Let's also put this into attack position. Attack. I'm going to get rid of this Dragon Buster, Destruction Sword, deal 2500 and finish my turn. This is really hard to deal with right now. 2 dimensional barriers in a row. Okay. Rocket Tracer. Rocket Tracer tracing itself. No, he's going to go for Striker Dragon, Boot Sector Launch. This. What? Oh, okay, yeah. Striker Dragon, Boot Sector Launch. He can summon the Rocket Tracer from his graveyard even now. He could do 2 things. Boot Sector Launch, of course. That's the only thing he should be doing. Is he going to summon Rocket Tracer from graveyard? He is going to do that, okay. Rocket Tracer, destroying Boot Sector Launch, going to get himself, I don't know, maybe a Striker Dragon? No, I don't think so. Maybe a Rocket Caliber? Rocket Recharger, either Rocket Caliber or Rocket Recharger. He used 1 Rocket Recharger, I don't know. Let's see what he's going to go for. We have the time, we have the time. Half the time, we have the time. And he uses it on... which one did he use it? Rocket Dragon... Target Rocket Recharger, okay. He uses Striker Dragon on Rocket Recharger, that's fine. And he uses another effect, the Rocket Tracer effect, to special summon maybe Rocket Caliber. Another Rocket Recharger, okay, that's fine. Hello, I want to... Oh, it's gone, okay. And he's trying to special summon another Buster Dragon from his graveyard, I think. If I understand this correctly. He might have tried to special summon Rocket Tracer. Oh, now he's going to activate it. And he's trying to special summon... Oh, Rocket Recharger again? Interesting. I thought he would be trying to go for Buster Dragon, or maybe this didn't work because of some reason, I don't know. Well, that happened. He still has level 8 Synchro material on field. He can go for Chaos Dragon, no, Chaos Ruler the Chaotic Magical Dragon. Fallen of Albaz, Quick Launch, oh, okay. He might go for the DD Crow, to be honest. This might be reasonable. Yeah, this event log doesn't work all that well, but it's still alright. Also, never forget to mute opponent, mute teammate, mute spectators. Important. Yeah, what is he going to get? DD Crow, yeah, that's what I thought he would get. Because I do have some cards in my graveyard which he might get rid of. He might want to get rid of them. Battle Phase. Okay, he's going to get rid of my Reinoheart, which is going to get banished. I think that's the correct choice. Yeah, that's the correct choice. Now what am I going to draw? Branded Opening. That's interesting, but not good enough to win me this game for now. So I don't know, do I want to keep it in attack or defense? Defense. Every life point counts. And this isn't looking that well right now. How am I going to deal with this? Destruction Sword Memories. He's going to banish it to fusion summon a Buster Blader, the Dragon destroy a Swordsman from his extra deck by banishing from his graveyard. I have to quickly check Buster Blader. This one, okay. One Buster Blader plus one Dragon monster. He did have those, okay. And this one has 5800 and it's his turn. This is not looking good. This is also a dragon, by the way, so yeah, not looking good. Quick Launch is also not helping me because he's getting 1000 more. Oh no, he doesn't get 1000 more. How many dragons do I have in my graveyard? 1. He should be getting 3000 through 3 dragons. 1 I see. I see the second one on the field. But I don't see the third one. Whatever, who cares? This is still... Oh, he attacks into... Oh, piercing, okay. And this is enough. Well, I lost. GG. This is not looking good. I still don't know how to make this deck more efficient than this. Yeah, 1 second. Oh. What? Okay. Next game I'm going to try Sprights again. Splights. Yeah. He's deciding on his rock, paper, scissors. That's taking me too long. It's taking him too long. I'm considering just leaving. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he did finish rock, paper, scissors. Okay. Is he that slow? Okay, this is going to be... Okay. So we have Tearalaments Havnis, we have Saren, Branded Fusion, Branded in Red, Branded in Higher Spirits. Okay. This is going to be interesting. He starts off by going for No Punk, Foxy Tune. Foxy Tune is going to pitch Infinite Impermanence, which I find weird. What does he have in his hand? For their army. Okay, no, he's going to go for an Ukiyo-e Punk, Sharakusei. Okay. Interesting choice. In the meantime, I'm going to relax a little bit. Yeah, do your stuff. He's going to normal summon Plague Spreader Zombie. Why did he not discard that for his Foxy Tune? Maybe this was a mistake of his, I don't know. I'm going to special summon Havnis from my hand and send the top 3 cards from my deck to the graveyard. Which is going to result in my Saren being sent to the graveyard. Oh, that's very nice for me. Yep. Let's check out what he's doing. Christian Helga Firebreaks, he can do some stuff, but I can also do some stuff with Saren. I could do 2 things. I could either go for Lubellion or Tearalaments Havnis. I still don't know how to do it. Let's go for Havnis, those 2. And I'm going to use the effect to put Mayro to the graveyard. Use the Mayro, using it to special summon Register Pallium. That should be fine. That should be fine. I still don't know how this works, why I couldn't go for... Okay, I do know what I did wrong. He went for... I'm not sure which he went for. During your opponent's turn, hand or graveyard. Oh, this was his Plague Spreader activation. Okay, that's fine. He now has 4 monsters on the field. Zombie, Psychic, Machine. He can go for Access Code Talker, I guess. He can go for Access Code Talker, that is correct. And I can't chain to him because it is unchainable. Yeah. Smart way of dealing with my Predator Plant Register Pallium. However, the problem with this is the fact that you don't have anything you can do against me on my turn. This is not enough to deal with my deck, to be honest. I can use Branded Opening, however, which is even worse for you, because it means you can't destroy this card. Yet you can't destroy this card except if you also use your access code Talker. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? And this Branded Opening was on my opponent's turn because it was milled because of her Ventus, I think. So I just put this Predator counter on this access code Talker so that it can't use its effects. I have Branded in High Spirits and I'm going to start off by doing that. Branded in High Spirits. And this Branded in High Spirits is going to give me a copy of Lubellion into my graveyard, I think. No, not Lubellion. It has to be Lubellion, right? Right. And there's still this fly in the room. Fly, go away, fly away. I also have Branded Fusion and Branded in Red. I have Fallen of Albaz in my graveyard. This is Albion the Shrouded Dragon. Its name becomes Fallen of Albaz while on the field or graveyard. Tearalaments Havnis. Okay. And I'm going to reveal the Tearalaments Havnis, by the way, in order to get myself a Lubellion into the graveyard, which should be helpful at some point, I guess. And he's still thinking, which is really annoying me. I'm going to give him until 150 seconds, and then I'm going to leave if it's going to take that long. 175, nah, I'm too lazy. I'm going to leave, that's too boring. Normally I would wait, but not on stream. That's too boring. In exchange, I'm going to go for another room. Please, another room. Thank you. And this time I'm going to change to my level 2 strategies. And let's go for Scissors. Okay. Go second. This is a level 2 strategy. This is the Splights strategy. Basically, there's 2 level 2s, no, 3 level 2 strategies, I guess. Ice Barrier? Nah, no. So the first strategy is definitely Frogs. Frogs is the first level 2 strategy I know of that is useful. Then there's Malfeasor. Then there is Paleozoics. Then there's Splights. And that should be it. Yeah, I think that's it. So 4 different level 2 strategies, and I only like Frogs and Splights, which I'm basically only playing right here. So let's go for Evil Hero Infernal Prodigy. Next, let's go for Foolish Burial, using it and chaining into it this copy of Splight Starter to get Spright Blue. And I'm going to I'm going to send to the graveyard this copy of Nimble Angler, which I'm going to chainlink 1, chainlink 2 Spright Blue, get myself a Splight Red, special summon 2 Nimble Beavers. I'm going to go for Splight Red right here. Let's also go for Ninja Shadow Mosquito. And let's also go for Splight Jet. Special summon, not special summon with Splight Jet. Gets my Splight Smashes. Let's also get Gigantic Splight. Use its effect to go for Swap Frog. Yep. Activate Swap Frog to send a copy of Swap Frog. Next I'm going to go for... there's a little bit of too little space on the field. Let's go for the Swap Frog to dump another Ronin Totem. Otherwise I would have used the Swap Frog effect to put it back to my hand, but since things turned out this way, I'm just going to normal summon the Ronin Totem. Go for a Toadally Awesome. Special summon Splight Pixies, and let's go for an attack. Using Splight Pixies first, I'm going to detach this Nimble Beaver, negate the effects of Twin Burst, attack with my number 2, and inflict damage. Whoop. And I am going to attack with this Evil Hero, inflict damage. And I'm going to attack with this gigantic Spright, inflict damage, and that's the game. See how strong this Splight deck is if there's no interruption. The problem, however, lies in the fact that this deck is basically the same even if there's interruption. There is no difference. I mean, there is a difference, of course, but the difference isn't big enough. It's unbelievable how strong this Splight deck is. Consistency is written with a big C. Okay, this is going to be the last game of the day, and then I'm going to close it, I think. Yep, and we have, okay, Forbidden Droplet, Splight Jet, Pixies, Blue. This is one of the weaker hands that we can get, because this hand does not have anything that can special summon itself from the hand while not having anything already on the field. Also, I wanted to check something out. Lightstone Minerva. Okay, it's a level 3, okay. I thought you might have been able to put it into this deck, but it didn't quite fit the bill. He has 2 set cards. He can go for blue, Silver Eye Spirit Dragon, Azure Eyes. No. So, he doesn't go for anything else. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to go for Pot of Prosperity. I'm going to banish 3 cards. I'm going to banish Chatteros, 1 Gigantic Splight, and 1 Splight Elf. If this works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay, True Light. Yeah, I don't care about that. What is he going to set? Special. Oh, he's going to special summon. Interesting, sure, if he wants to. This is interesting. 1, 2, 3. I could go for I'm going to go for Infernal Prodigy. This is the best card out of the ones that I saw. Let's go for this one. Infernal Prodigy. He's thinking, so this might be a Solemn. Let's go for Spright Blue in attack position again. And I'm going to try to go for Splight Carrot, because Carrot negates spell and traps. Oh, this works. Interesting. Where is it? Splight Carrot. Here it is. Oh, he can do something again. Okay. Now we have the carrot, so we don't have to worry about anything. Let's go for Jet. Activate Jet. And he goes for Impermanence, which is weird. I am going to chain this copy of Droplet in order to get rid of this Jet and negate the Maiden with Eyes of Blue. And I'm going to add to my hand a Splight Starter. Maiden with Eyes of Blue only triggers when being targeted. This doesn't target, which is why this worked. Let's go for Gigantic Splight. Let's go for Swap Frog, I would say. Use the Swap Frog to pitch another Swap Frog. Use the Swap Frog to pitch the Ronin Totem in order to pitch another. Let's go for Ronin Totem this time. Let's also go for this copy of Ninja Shadow Mosquito. And let's also go for this Ronin Totem. Let's also go for the Splight Pixies. No, is it called Splight Pixies? Yeah, it's called Splight Pixies. We are also going to go for this. And we are going to, first of all, attack into this Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. Use the effect Detach to target this Alternative Dragon. Then we are going to go into this one. Now we're going to go into Splight Pixies. Use the effect, inflict damage. This doesn't work. He cannot use the Maiden with Eyes of Blue effect. He can activate it, but it's negated. That's fine. He can do that. I'm going to inflict 1500. Oh, 1500. Why only 1500? That's interesting. Okay, then I'm going to attack into this one. Inflict damage, 1500. Splight Pixies, 1100. Okay, that's not enough. Well, I guess I made a mistake then. I could attack for another 1500, Sure, I'm going to do that, even though I'm going to lose my card. 1500. I don't know at what point this happened. I'm not sure. At what point my damage output got halved. But I don't actually care about that, so who cares? He can use his True Light effect, that's fine. I do have my Toadally Awesome, so I could use its effect to do something at some point. Not on this one, because True Light is a continuous trap, which means I can't chain anything to it right now. I won't activate Swap Proc because that otherwise I would send the Swap Proc itself. Bingo machine, go. The question is, do I want to negate that? I do not know. I'm going to do that, even though it might be a mistake. I'm going to use Toadally Awesome on it, get the bingo machine go, use the Toadally Awesome again to get myself a Ronin Totem. I should have maybe gone for the Swap Proc, but I wanted to go for the Ronin Totem because I don't know why. No specific reason. And now he has to go to battle phase and attack, and I can use the effect of the Ninja Shadow Mosquito to finish the game. GG. This is a really consistent deck. Okay, last game. Last game of the day. Let's go for paper. And let's go second. I stretched out a little bit, you might have heard that, because the audio quality was worse than before, but who cares? Battling Boxer Headgear. Okay, I'm going to go for Infinite Impermanence this one, because it is a foolish burial, and yeah, oh, Infernoble, okay. Sure. He has the right to do that. Battling Boxer Sparrow. He can special summon, yeah, he can do that. And he does have 2 level 4 speed, which means he can make a rank 4 if he wants to. Let's see if he does so. Okay, he sold it, and I do have another one of those. However, I think it does, its second effect is for cost. So he should, okay, it doesn't matter, okay. Okay, even another Infinite Impermanence. Well, that's just fun. 1, 2, 3, nah, not quite what I wanted to see. 4, and Splight Jet gives me more. Number 5. I am still alive, as well as he is. Which is that. Yeah, I can't continue with a rhyming, I'm bad with rhyming. Let's go for Splight Red in the fence position. Let's also go for a copy of Gigantic Splight by using, sure, let's go for Jet and Blue. And I'm going to use the effect and go for Swap Proc. Use the effect again to pitch a Swap Proc. Use the effect again to go for special summoning Swap Proc by pitching Ronin Totem. And let's go for another copy of Ronin Totem. And we are going to go for Toadally Awesome. And I think I might have enough material to go for another Toadally Awesome. That's a pretty neat thing. Whoop. And we are going to go for 2 Toadally Awesome. This is really totally awesome. Let's attack. Attack. If he has something like a Dark Ruler no more, well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's something that can happen. And I guess this is going to be the end of the stream. In my opinion, for now, I'm going to say that Splights are stronger than Tearalaments. Something interesting that I can't show on this side is that there is new Splight support. There's not only those Splight cards that are here, there's one more Link monster which is really strong for dumping Nimble Angler. Basically that's it, that's all you're going to do with it. And there's a trap card which is really strong that can basically do the effect of Cyber Dragon Infinity without it having to be on the field. That's basically it. Cyber Dragon Infinity, this guy. So there is some really strong support which I can't show you on this side, but I did try it out already. It's strong. So with that, I'm going to say For now, Splights are stronger than Tearalaments. Have a nice day, and goodbye. This goes for the YouTube viewers and the stream viewers, so goodbye.